Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft beta testing video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on Minecraft Bedrock Edition version 1.16.210.61. This is a series where we spend an hour doing survival gameplay whilst cutting out to look at some creative worlds where we will discuss new features, new fixes and new bugs that have popped their heads up in the latest betas. We are in a new version of the beta, some more fixes have been added in this latest version, but no real notable changes, so we are going to crack on with our Let's Play by maybe getting a little bit geared up today. Now, I haven't started my timer yet for the hour, but I just want to see. We've got a bit of iron, we haven't got many diamonds, we've got a little bit of copper, we do have some levels now, and we've got our enchantment table upstairs. I think we should maybe go resource gathering for maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes and then see if we can get geared up, get some levels and get ourselves to the nether. Alternatively, we could just use the iron we've got, get geared up and go into the nether regardless of being properly geared up and see what danger awaits us. So whilst I make myself a fancy diamond sword, I have started the timer. We are going and we are going to go to the nether. Now I've already got iron boots on. Let's go to our enchantment table. Let's see if we can get any enchantments on these things. And what have we got in there? Infinity and Riptide. We're not too worried about those right now, although a bow could be useful. Let's see what we can get on our sword. Knockback 1 I'm not too fussed about, so let's not worry about that. What about our helmet? Projectile protection could be useful. I'd rather have fire protection in the nether though, and they are all going to give us projectile protection. What about my fancy boots, mate? Is that going to be projectile protection as well? No, blast protection. Well, I'll take that in case there's any ghasts. Trousers, we're going to have fire protection. Chest plate, we're going to have unbreaking. Helmet, we're going to have blast protection as well. And then that just leaves my sword, which we are going to have unbreaking and smite 1, which isn't so bad for wither skeletons, I guess. Let's put on our nice tasty purple armor. Let's put our lapis back in the box and let's get cracking to the nether. Now, before we do go, we do actually have 9 arrows. We do have a little bit of string, so why not craft ourselves our first bow and at least have a little bit of protection against the baddies that are in the nether from a distance. And while we're enchanting things, let's just have a look what we would get on our bow anyway. Power 1. We might as well just pop the infinity on there, I think. That might be a good idea. We'll do it over, we'll overwrite the Riptide one, but we will just do a basic enchantment on there, see what we get. Power 1 with infinity. It's not bad for a first bow. Do we have an anvil? Yes, we do. I have wasted iron on an anvil already. There we go. And that brings us down to 4 levels. We've only got 4 levels, but it doesn't matter. We're going to the nether. Now, we already know from a previous episode that there are serious dangers awaiting us on the other side of the Nether Portal, and those include... Oh, geez, I can hear sizzling. I heard sizzling. Oh, a creeper! Who killed a cow? Geez, that wasn't very much fun. A bastion and a nether fortress, all right at our spawn. We are using a speedrun seed, which is why you would expect these things. And we're going to sneak in through the back door of this bastion, maybe grab a few of these items as well. We've got Silk Touch on our pickaxe. I don't know if that makes any difference for this gilded blackstone or not, but I'm going to take some, seeing as though it's a very pretty block. Also got gold growing out of the walls in the nether. Let's not forget that. That's useful to have. So I have got some torches with me, so while I steal these lanterns, I think it would be a good idea to pop torches down in their place. And that means... Whoa, dear, we got a bad guy. Oh, dear. They already dislike me. Of course, I'm not wearing gold. I probably should have worn some gold. That would have been sensible, but, you know, we can take care of these guys. How hard could it be? Oh, jeez, we're going to die, aren't we? Going to die. I mean, wow. What? What was hitting me then? What? I mean, it said I was slain by a piglin, but I couldn't see anything. Okay, let's watch this back on a super slow-mo action replay because this bug occurs quite a few times in this video and we need to see it in action. Watch the piglin that comes down the stairs with the sword, not this one with the crossbow. The one with the sword will swing his sword like he's doing the hitting action. Are you ready? Now, he's doing the hitting action and that actually gave me damage even though he was nowhere near me. Keep your eye on him again. He swung again. That did damage to me, but that's fair enough. He was next to me. And as I fall down here, another one up there swings his sword, doing damage to me from the top of the stairs. Again, he's going to swing his sword now, and you will see that's actually going to be what kills us. There we go. He swung his sword. We got 1 heart left. He's far away from me. One more hit, and I'm dead. I'm dead from piglins that killed me from quite a distance away. Oh, this is not very good, is it? Well, let's sneak back in with some gold boots on, and then they won't notice us as we go and pick up our things. And I did notice we're a little bit short of torches while we were in there. So let's grab a little bit more coal and a few more sticks and make ourselves a few more torches. Well, the coast appears to be clear so far. That chap is wearing my diamond armor, or my iron armor, which I'm not overly happy about. And he's looking at that gold that I dropped on the floor as well. Is he going to give us a present for it? He's not, but he's now very angry at me. I don't know what I did to... Oh, jeez, upset that guy, but he... Oh, dear. Watching this one back is a little bit more strange. See, this piglin I expect to take damage from because I am right in front of him. You can see as he swings his sword, I take damage. And you can see that there is another piglin coming from the right-hand side. As we turn around, though, he is looking at that gilded blackstone. As I hit him, he lets go of it, raises his sword, but he doesn't actually turn to hit me. Yet I died anyway. Now, is that because I'm playing with lag? Because the server is effectively pinging back and forwards from America? Or was that, you know, did I die before that piglin actually attacked me then? I mean, this entire series, the point of it is to find bugs in the latest versions of Minecraft or in the betas of Minecraft, and it seemed very much on those two occasions that I was destroyed before the piglins even hit me. Now, that one is distracted, so let's grab what armor I can while it is distracted, and then, well, it's no longer distracted. Now, there's a brute there. Can you see he's hitting me from such a long distance? That should... Look how far away I am. There's no wonder I'm dying when they can hit so far away. So, yes, I'm going to put that down as our first bug of the day. Piglins can hit you from several blocks away. Jeez. Now, we do potentially have a little bit of a problem here because the piglins are all around where my items are, so I'm going to get them and try and run away as quickly as possible, but he can hit me from so far away. I feel like we need to test this thing out in better detail, but it's very hard. Jeez, look how far away he was then when he hit me. I know that one's got a crossbow, so technically... Oh, jeez, he could be hitting me with his arrows. But the other one was miles away. It said I was slain then by the piglin brute. Did you see how far away he was on the screen? Oh, jeez. He's coming. He's coming. How far away can he hit me from here, though? Can he hit me from there? Look how far away I was. Jeez, 1 heart. Oh, no, I'm going to die. I'm going to die again. I just want my stuff back. Just want my stuff back, mate. Please, if you wouldn't mind. It'd be very nice of you to give me it back. This one here admiring my stuff again. See if I can catch him unawares and get it back before he has chance to shoot me with his crossbow. I did. I got it back. Put my helmet on. Jeez. Switch out to my diamond sword. No, the brute is back. The brute is back. Quick, do a little dance. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, brute. You must not pass. Okay. Oh, jeez. Didn't do a very good job there. Okay, well, let's make a little wall. Hopefully he can't hit us through the wall. Jeez. Now, there he is. Let's take him out before he takes us out. Hello, sir. And there we go. We appear to be semi-safe. So let's just do a little scout around the area. Make sure I picked up all of the items that I dropped. And then we will crack on. In fact, no, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a quick creative test world, which is a little bit unusual. And we're going to look at that bug in more details and actually determine, is it a bug or not? Let's do this. I then spent quite a bit of time in test worlds trying to replicate this in creative and survival and failing miserably. I could not get this to happen anymore. I put piglins in boxes, I went into survival, I opened up the boxes, I gave them slowness so they couldn't walk around to see if I could measure the distance, and they would only hit me if they were right next to me. I tried it also with other piglins, I tried it with the crossbow ones, but I found no way of replicating this. It only happened in that survival world. So while I continue to look through this bastion, looking for all of the treasures that lay beside it or inside it, whatever the case may be, let's now go to me testing out one of the latest features as part of the Minecraft 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update. Roll the footage, mate. It's a good one. For today's feature, we are going to be looking at the Sculk sensor, and if you haven't been following Minecraft's development on 1.17, then this block is going to seem very unique, very interesting, and quite amazing to you. However, if you have been following the development, particularly on Java Edition, you'll know that the Bedrock version of the Sculk sensor currently is a little bit lackluster. It is missing quite a lot of the vital ingredients that will make this thing amazing in the future, but hopefully they will come in time. So what is the Sculk sensor? What does it do? It is a block that will one day be found at the bottom of the world in a place called the Deep Dark. For now, you just need to get it out of your creative inventory, and it detects vibration. So any vibration in the world, maybe one day in the future, some vibrations in the world for now, will trigger this thing, and once it's triggered, it will actually give off a redstone signal. I have some redstones here in my pocket. We can see here that this, when it is triggered, is giving off a redstone signal, and we can even detect how much of a redstone signal this is giving off by using a comparator. The Sculk sensor will give out a variable redstone signal depending on what it is it's detecting. If I place a block, for instance, you'll see it gives out a much higher signal than if I am just walking around, for instance. Likewise, if I break that block, again, you'll see it gives off quite a high signal. According to the patch notes for the Sculk sensor when it was introduced, there are 8 different things that the Sculk sensor can detect, which is a very short list compared to the 46 different things the Minecraft Java version can detect, and that is going to be limited. Now, they have said that more detections will be included in the future as the beta is updated, but let's be honest, Bedrock Edition does have some limitations that Java Edition doesn't, so I wouldn't expect all 46 things to be introduced in the final version. But let's hope there are some more. The things it can currently detect are obviously walking around. It can detect splashes. It can detect projectiles being fired. It can apparently detect when you hit the ground. As we've already discovered, it can detect blocks being placed, and it can detect blocks being removed. It can also detect players swimming and elytra free falling, which I'm going to struggle to test in this test world, but you're going to have to take my word for it. Things it can't detect chests being opened, it can't detect things like trapdoors being flicked or anything like that. So there are some major limitations to this device at the moment. Other things it can't detect are things like pistons being activated and animals and all sorts of the other things you might expect to create vibrations, particularly explosions. Whilst the Sculk sensor can detect the button being placed on top of the TNT, it can't actually detect the TNT exploding, as you'll see here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It detected me landing because I got moved, but it didn't detect the explosion. Another detail of Sculk sensors on Java Edition that they have said is a known issue for Bedrock Edition is that there's no way of blocking the signals. You're supposed to be able to do something called occlusion, basically blocking the signal from being detected by using wall blocks. So that means if I was to place a block behind that wall there, the Sculk sensor shouldn't be able to pick it up. But that is also not included at this particular moment in time. Now, Sculk sensors can't hear each other. If one is detecting the player, it won't give off signals to the other one. You can see here that we're only actually affecting one. So this really does give us a bit of a problem for wireless redstone on Bedrock Edition at the moment. On Java Edition, it's possible to set up 2 Sculk sensors near each other, within 8 blocks of each other, with trapdoors, so as one goes off, the trapdoor flaps and that activates the next one. Unfortunately for us though, for now, that's just not going to actually work. As you can see here, as I'm doing this, the redstone signal is affecting this one, but that trapdoor isn't affecting the other one. Likewise, if we were to put a sticky piston in front of this, you would hope that the sticky piston actually moving backwards and forwards would be enough to detect the other one, because that block is effectively being removed and placed, but it is only when it is physically removed and placed. Now, you can sneak to avoid it detecting you, which is pretty handy when you're trying to set things up, although it would be nice if it didn't detect the creative mode players. Another thing we could potentially do, although we could actually do this with target blocks to be honest with you, is we could use dispensers filled with snowballs, like this, and then those snowballs, when they get fired, would activate the other one. So we kind of sort of got a wireless redstone system here-ish, maybe. So as I set this one off here, it's actually firing a projectile, which the other one is picking up, and that's firing a redstone signal. So we kind of have got wireless redstone, but like I say, we could actually do this with target blocks. If I was to move that there like that, and then fire the redstone signal again, you'll see that that actually works just as well. In fact, it's actually slightly more reliable. The reason being is a target block will activate every time it gets hit. For instance, if we put that there and I fire a load of those, you'll see the piston keeps going off. The problem with the Sculk sensor is it can only detect one vibration at once, and once it's detected it, it's locked for 40 game ticks, which is about 2 seconds before it can detect another. So if I'm 8 blocks away, the vibration will travel at 1 block per tick, so it will take 8 ticks to get there, so that's nearly a full second, and then another 2 seconds for it to 8. So it can only actually really, when I'm at full distance, take a signal every 3 seconds or so. When I'm a bit closer, obviously it can pick that signal up a little bit quicker, so it's down to 2 seconds, but realistically the delay is pretty slow on that. Sculk sensors do have some uses for, though perhaps your friends are running towards your base and you don't want them to get there, so you set up a system to trap them and throw them into the void and then close up behind them as they fall through. Or perhaps you just want a fancy door that automatically opens up as you walk through it. There are lots of reasons why you might want shulker boxes at this particular moment in time, but not quite as many as hopefully we will have in the future. And maybe you're going for a bit of a swim and you need to find the exit quickly, and you can swim up to the doors there and it will detect your swim in, and, whoa, that's a little bit weird what's going on with the camera, it will obviously detect you walking back in again, which is absolutely fantastic that this thing is really useful for things like hidden doors and stuff already. So all in all, there is a lot of work that still needs to be done with the Sculk sensor to bring it in line with Java Edition and to give us the parity that we're going to want for this update. As I said early on, I'd be amazed if we get the full list of all the 46 different triggers, but that's because Java Edition has a different internal engine than Bedrock Edition. Java Edition already has a history of having triggers for certain in-game events that Bedrock Edition just doesn't have the capacity for, and will require a massive substantial rewrite of the core of the game in order to do those. So don't expect that list to be quite as big. And if it does get as big, then massive thanks and hats off to the developer for doing such a wonderful job with that. But yeah, don't get too upset if we don't get quite everything, because this is still very powerful. It's happening again! I'm getting hit without them being close enough to me. It's not possible. See? I'm getting hit. From down there, it was nowhere near me. It's not possible. And now, Aghast, you're not helping the situation here. I'm trying to prove a point. You're really not helping. I think it's lag. Look how slow those arrows were after... Who killed me then? Who? Look how far away the Piglin Brute is. It said I was killed by the Piglin Brute. That's impossible. Why am I getting this in this? Why is this happening in this world, but not in the world we just made a minute ago? This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Now we got crossbow people. That's normal. I can expect to be getting hit by the crossbow guys. That's absolutely fine. Let's take these guys out so that we're not having to deal with those. And let's just focus on the brute, because it's the brute I believe is causing us an issue. And the brute was up there a second ago. Where's he gone? There he is. There's the brute. I found him. Let's see if he hits us from far away. There's literally no one else around here. Now, are you going to do it this time, brute? There we go. Look how far away he was when he hit me. You can see that, right? He is so far away when he hits me. That's not right. This is definitely a bug. I'm not sure why it didn't show in the test world, but that is a bug. That is 100% a bug. Wow. Well, anyway, that cut me off. I was about to say, so yeah, the Sculk sensor, very interesting new block. I can't wait to see it when it's at its full potential. I really do hope that the devs managed to pull out a miracle and make it work just as well as it does on Java Edition on Bedrock. That would be amazing, because that would open Bedrock up to so many other things that Java already has as well. So fingers crossed they do that, and fingers crossed they do it in a timely manner. I don't want them to rush it and get it wrong and cause problems. I want them to do it properly, take their time, and give us an amazing version at the end of it. Continuing on, I have come across my first bastion chests, and inside lots of obsidian, which I don't really need. We've got a banner pattern of the snout, which is a nice thing to find. We're going to obviously take the chest as well. And in that one, we've got some soul speed. Oh, we got pig step already. Oh, this is a good find. This is a very good find. We're going to take the whole lot. We're going to squeeze it all into our inventory just like that. And I think might be a good idea to actually go home and deliver some of this stuff so we can come back, because we've got a full inventory. I'm also going to take a moment to go round this island that we live on and surround it with torches, because while Chuck is AFK there, although he is in creative mode and mobs shouldn't spawn around him, they absolutely do, and we're getting absolutely loads of things around him, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. So yeah, there we go. Nicely lit up little island that we live on now. Beautiful. Let's go drop off all of this rubbish. We are making our way back inside this massive bastion, and I can see a hoglin there waiting to eat me for its dinner. And, oh, gold. Gold blocks, don't mind if I do. That hoglin is definitely looking at me with hunger in its eyes. It really, really wants to eat me for dinner, doesn't it? Let's see how many arrows it takes to turn him into our dinner instead. 1? Oh dear. Just 1! Although we didn't get any dinner. We just, we made him disappear. Vanishing hoglins! Not a bug, that one. Not a bug at all. Right, we can just about make our way around this obstacle course of a bastion. And look, more gold over here on the Piglin's turret thing. I really love this. This is absolutely wonderful. I mean, the treasure of this does kind of make a little bit of a mockery of the treasure you get from a Guardian Temple or an Ocean Monument. You get, the 4 gold blocks, and we're literally getting lots and lots of them from this bastion without even having to really try. So at this point then, I think this bastion is pretty much conquered. I haven't seen any more piglins. I haven't seen any more piglin brutes. I've pretty much explored the whole thing from what I can see. I was hoping that it might be one with a magma cube spawner in it, but it really didn't seem like it was. Oh, I found another brute! Hello, sir! Would you like to hit me from a distance? No, you can just hit me from right next to me. That's absolutely fine. Oh, the ghast! Hello! You're a little bit closer than I was expecting, my friend. Allow me to chop you in the face, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Oh, now I'm on fire. Don't worry, my fire protection armor will help me. Or not. Oh, dear. Oh, geez, no! Oh, dear, I'm going to die. Right, I need to dig down, so save my stuff when it goes off. There we go. Oof. Oof. I died inside a hole, but my stuff should be saved. Jeez, now I've just got to get back up there. Today is very much a dying day. And on that note, I think now would be a good point for us to go and have a look at what has been fixed in the latest betas of Minecraft. We have quite... we got a fix for you today. So you're travelling through the nether on your favourite friend, Stridey McStriderface, and you decide you need to stop off in order to get some ancient debris that you just happen to see lying about at the edge of the lava lake. Unfortunately, though, you have forgotten your fire protection armour and any fire resistance potion, and you go to hop off your Strider, and unfortunately you drown in the lava because your Strider, although next to the land, didn't think it was a good idea to put you on the land. Or perhaps you are sailing the ocean in your favourite boat and you decide that you need to stop off at the land in order to do something, and you get out of your boat and oh man, I've slipped through my boat. This is very frustrating. I wish Minecraft would just fix itself. Well, fear not, my friends. In this latest version of the beta, you will no longer be half wet when getting out of your boat. As you get out of your boat, even if you're still over the water, oh jeez. No, that's not supposed to happen. That is supposed to be fixed. So, as I was saying, yes, when you get out of your boat, you'll no longer sink through your boat into... Oh, jeez. So anyway, yes, in the latest version of the beta, it has been fixed so that when you get out of the boat, you actually get out... Oh, man. They fixed it, look. They fixed it so when you get out of the boat, you... There we go, it did it that time. Works perfectly. Jeez, did you see what happened to the boat then? Yeah, this is supposed to be in the fix segment of this video, but I think we should maybe log this as a bug. Do you see that? Now, I'm not on a multiplayer world. This is a single player world. We're in the latest beta. We're in 1.16.210.61, as you can see at the top of the screen. And when you get out the boat, the idea is it will no longer place you in the water or inside your boat. But what happens is, in reality, your boat decides it doesn't want to be with you anymore. So, yeah, that fix is not 100% working. Let's go see what happens with our Strider, though. Or that cow that just went through the Nether Portal. Where is Stridey McStrideface? To be honest with you, he might not have made it through the update. He may well not have made it through the update. Oh, there he is. He has made it to the update. Come here, Stridey McStrideface. We need you. So, normally when you get off a Strider in the lava lake, you will fall in the lava, which obviously will still happen because you can't stand on top of a Strider. But when you're near the ground, you should, I believe, get off on the ground. Come here, Strideface. Oh, jeez. So here we go. We're going to use our fungus on a stick, and we're going to park alongside here and get off. And there we go. We did get off on the land. So, Striders not suffering from quite the same problems as the boats. Let's try that again. We're going to come alongside the land, not actually on the land, because obviously that's cheating. We're going to come alongside the land as close as we can, and then get off and see what happens. So we'll do it from the back this time so we can see what's going on. We're going to hop off there, and there we go. We did take a little bit of fire damage, but we are indeed on the land, which is good news. And if we're on the land, we get off on the land. That's a lot better than it was. A lot better. Now, what's the sort of range we can do this from? Can we do it from all the way over here? No, we still end up just in the lava if we do that. Stridey McStrideface, let me back on. There we go. Jeez. But we can do it from relatively close to the lava, or to the land, sorry. So if we do it from here, no, still in the lava. So the fix that has been fixed doesn't really work all that well with boats, but with striders, it's wonderful. Like a moron, I came back to the nether without even a pickaxe, so I'm now having to dig my way to my stuff, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, boats and striders. Well, the striders seem to have been improved at least, but I feel like the boats were better before they fiddled with it. But not to worry, you know, it's a work in progress. No one said it was going to be perfect. Punching netherrack has got literally the most horrible sound in the world, and it doesn't make sense. So venturing back to the bastion, there is yet more that I haven't seen. There's another chest here with yet more gold in it, which is absolutely wonderful. We'll take all of that, thank you very much. And obviously we're getting quite a bit of gold armor, which I really should be wearing in order to make sure the piglins can't see me. But I quite like the challenge of them seeing me. It's quite fun for me when, you know, I have to defend myself. And I know I die a lot, but I really don't mind dying. Dying in Minecraft is absolutely fine because, you know, you come back to life. It's fine. It's not permanent death. And yeah, if you lose your items, it can be a little bit frustrating, but that's the fun of the game for me. So if you're like thinking, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that so that you don't die so often, consider I don't mind, you know, I really don't mind. So we can see there is a nether fortress right behind me, and it is so tempting to go and visit that today, but we are going to leave the nether fortress for another day. Today's visit is all about the piglins and the bastions, and I think for now, even though there's a reasonable amount of time left on my stopwatch, still just over half an hour, I'm going to leave the nether for now and go and concentrate on getting ourselves some more resources in the overworld, because I really want to consider actually getting going in terms of farming. We're going to need animals and crops and all of that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, if I'm in the nether playing in bastions, I'm not really getting myself prepared for that, am I? So now what I'm going to do is light the area around the portal, because we're getting quite a lot of things spawning over here, and I've made a very, very basic ugly bridge from some of the blackstone we got from the bastion. I will make this look better at some point in the future, but for right now, I'm going to see what this guy has to offer. Absolutely nothing of any use! And why do your arms not work on Bedrock Edition? Why do your arms go all weird? Okay, so I know we could do to get a roof on our house. That would be a really good thing to do. And I am tempted to do that today. But I also really want to get some farms sorted out. I really want to get some food. I want to get some crops and things like that. And I want to, you know, wrangle some animals and do that sort of thing. Although, that might be better suited for its own episode. So do you know what? Forget the farming. Let's get a roof on our house. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a whole lot more wood than I've currently got. So I'm going to have to go wood chopping. So while I go do that, I'm going to leave you with the latest bug to rear its ugly head in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So for bugs then, how about an unobtainable item? Yes, we have yet another unobtainable item in Minecraft, and it's quite easy to get. We have here the powdered snow. As you can see, I'm walking through it rather than standing on top of it, and a piece of TNT. If we light that TNT and do the off so it can't blow us up, you will see when it breaks that it actually drops the powdered snow block, which is not supposed to be obtainable. However, this, if they leave this in the game, I'll be happy, because this is actually a way for us to obtain it in a non-stackable, or in a stackable way, sorry. At the moment, powdered snow, as you may know, you get it from a bucket, but the buckets don't stack, which means you're never going to be able to do a great deal with powdered snow unless you've got millions of buckets and loads of inventory space. So the fact that we can now get it, if we put all of these buckets of powdered snow down here, and then light the TNT, we put 4 pieces down, light the TNT. If we can get even just half of those pieces back, I would say that is a win. And we got 1. Well, either way, it's a bug, but it means you can get powdered snow in the block form, which is absolutely wonderful. Hooray! What if we did it from a little bit further away? Will we get more back? No. No, basically no. So as I chop down this last tree, you might consider that's not really that much of a bug. Maybe it's intentional, but I don't think so. I don't think we're supposed to be able to get powdered snow not in the bucket, but I do like the fact that that exists, and I think that's a really good way of allowing us to actually get the powdered snow in relative bulk, albeit, you know, it's going to be quite a lossy process. But yeah, I like it. I think it's a good idea, and I hope that one sticks around. So while I was gathering many woods, I was also gathering quite a few of the mushroom stems because I want to replace all of this oak that's at the top level here with the mushroom stems, because I think it will just look so much nicer up here than the horrible, the horrible oak, basically. However, I'm not sure I got enough. I got just over a stack's worth, and I think there's more than a stack's worth required for this house. Well, I've only got 5 pieces of the mushroom blocks left, and I think that looks better already. We need a little bit of trim to go around those windows as well, but once that's in place, I think this is going to be looking a whole lot nicer. And I know I still haven't done the roof. I've got 12 minutes left. Let's spend it wisely and actually get a roof on this thing. Jeez, I don't know if I can do a roof in 12 minutes, but I'm going to try my best. I have exactly 2 minutes left, and I have put in the main part of the roof. I have done absolutely nothing underneath, and it is not spawn proof. In fact, we should probably just run a load of slabs across the top there just to make it spawn proof. Have I got any more? I have. And it's not the most interesting design in the world, but it is a roof, which ticks off the list of what we were trying to achieve. I'm going to have to drop down there. Hopefully I won't die. I did take a lot of damage. But there we go. We now have a ridiculously oversized roof on our ridiculous starter house. And it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too horrendous. It's difficult to get a view on it, to be perfectly honest with you. But I don't think it's too bad for now. I think it'll be alright once we get the rest of the bone blocks in there and some fascias at the end. But we have, unfortunately, run out of today's video in order to do that. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. And that's probably just about enough time for me to... Oh no, look what I've done. In fact... I quite like it. In fact, yeah, that's just about enough time for me to put these blocks away. So we've got a nice clean inventory ready for the next video. So, there we go. We've achieved a reasonable amount today. We've been to a bastion. We managed to get quite a lot of resources from that. In particular, we got a reasonable amount of gold, which is pretty good. And we've discovered a new bug in terms of the powdered snow. We've looked at a new fix with the boats, which kind of doesn't really fix the boats. And we've found a new feature, which is the Sculk sensors, which are absolutely amazing. So, as my last 30 seconds run down, I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please do leave a like, and don't forget to comment as well with any ideas you've got for features, bugs and fixes that you want to see in this series. But for now, sadly, I am going to have to say goodbye. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. And I did it with 3, 2, 1 seconds to go. Here's the alarm. I did it. Amazing. Good job. Goodbye.